2024 has passed, and perhaps you're wondering, how far have you come with your goals for 2025? Have you tried but still feel like life is rushing by, beyond your control? Work, family, and social pressures seem to drag you along, leaving your mind in a constant state of chaos. Have you ever felt lost, wondering if it's possible to recreate yourself and live a more fulfilling life? If the answer is yes, then the Stoic philosophy is the key to the change you seek. You may have tried many self-improvement methods, from reading books and listening to podcasts to taking courses. But still, you feel like something is missing, a solid foundation, an approach that helps you not just change outwardly, but more profoundly from within. This is when Stoic philosophy appears as a guiding light to help you build inner peace and the ability to face all challenges in life. In 2025, if you persistently apply Stoic principles, you won't just become a better version of yourself, but you will also achieve true confidence, peace, and happiness. Change isn't easy, but don't hesitate. Every small step will bring you closer to your goal. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius: "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." With patience and determination, you can take control of your life, making 2025 the most memorable time in your journey of self-improvement. 1. Observe yourself. Have you ever asked yourself, "Who am I really?" Or, "What is driving my thoughts and emotions every day?" These are not abstract philosophical questions, but invitations to embark on a journey of self-observation, one of the first and most crucial steps to recreating yourself as a modern Stoic. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-observation. According to Marcus Aurelius, nowhere you can go is more peaceful, more free of interruptions than your own soul. In modern life, amidst the constant flow of information and societal pressures, pausing to observe yourself is like finding a fresh spring in the desert. It is not just an action, but a skill to recognize and understand oneself deeply. Every day, our minds are like a rushing river of thoughts, emotions, and actions. But how often do you truly become aware of that flow? Most people allow themselves to drift along the river without knowing where they are going. They react, judge, or act merely out of habit. Stoic philosophy teaches us to do the opposite, to sit on the riverbank and quietly observe the flow of the mind, without interference, without judgment. This means recognizing thoughts and emotions rather than suppressing them. For instance, during a meeting, you may feel angry when someone opposes your idea. Do you stop to ask yourself, "Why am I angry? Where is this feeling coming from?" Or do you simply react? Self-observation helps you uncover the root of these emotions. Perhaps you feel insecure or fear being undervalued. Once you identify your emotions, you can control your reactions instead of letting your emotions control you. Self-observation not only helps you manage emotions, but also opens the door to deeper self-understanding. It provides an opportunity to identify core values, the principles you want to live by, and the negative behaviors you need to change. For example, you might realize you often procrastinate because of a fear of failure. Recognizing this allows you to start asking yourself, "How can I act in alignment with the value of perseverance?" Moreover, self-observation can improve your relationships. When you understand your emotions, you can respond to others with calmness and empathy. You will also be less affected by criticism or external pressure because you understand that these do not define who you are. But how to practice self-observation effectively? Stoic philosophy has provided us with several simple yet highly effective methods to practice self-observation. First, evening reflection. Seneca encouraged taking time at the end of the day to reflect on oneself. Ask yourself, did I act in alignment with my values today? Or, is there anything I could have done better? A quiet evening with a journal can be a powerful tool to understand your successes and failures. Second, journaling. Marcus Aurelius wrote that he used journal pages as a mirror to reflect on himself each day. Writing down your thoughts not only helps you organize them logically, but also offers an opportunity to identify recurring behavioral patterns. Third, meditation. In a modern context, meditation is an excellent tool for self-observation. Spend 10 minutes a day sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and letting your mind wander freely. You don't need to block your thoughts, just observe them as they pass by. Fourth, applying the Johari window model. The Johari window model is a tool that helps you understand yourself through feedback from others. It allows you to explore aspects of yourself that you might not recognize, but are apparent to those around you. Stoic philosophy is not merely advice on how to live, but also a logical method for achieving inner peace. Epictetus once said, "People are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them." When you practice self-observation, you gradually adjust your perceptions to align with reason and principles. For example, when a colleague criticizes you, instead of letting anger erupt, you can ask yourself, does this criticism truly affect my core values? Or am I reacting because my ego is hurt? These questions help you stay calm and live according to Stoic principles. Self-observation is not just about understanding yourself, but also the first step in protecting your values. Once you identify what matters most to you, honesty, kindness, and perseverance, you need to establish boundaries to safeguard them. These boundaries are not about isolating yourself, but rather a way to stay true to who you are while minimizing external pressures. Self-observation is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. Each day offers an opportunity to look deeper into your soul, recognize habitual reactions, and adjust them to align with the life you wish to build. Remember, the important thing is not how quickly you change, but that you are taking small steps toward becoming the best version of yourself. Observing yourself is the first step, but stopping there is not enough. Once you understand yourself, the next step is to learn how to regulate and control your emotions and behaviors to live in alignment with reason and principles. So how can we apply self-restraint in daily life, especially in a world full of temptations and conflicts? Let's explore this further in the next section. 2. Self-control. In the hectic pace of modern life, self-awareness often becomes an elusive luxury. However, for those aiming to reinvent themselves as a Stoic by 2025, the foundation for transformation lies in one core principle: self-observation. This is not merely self-reflection, but a conscious, disciplined practice to deeply understand one's emotions, actions, and their alignment with a greater purpose. As Epictetus once said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." Self-observation serves as the gateway to mastering self-restraint, not through suppression, but through the conscious management of emotions and desires. To observe oneself like a Stoic means stepping outside of immediate reactions, evaluating your inner world, and asking, is this the person I aspire to be? This practice enables you to align your actions with your values, nurturing a sense of freedom that transcends external circumstances. True freedom, after all, lies in the ability to govern one's inner world, even when the external world is in chaos. Imagine a moment when anger rises within you. Your heart races and your mind buzzes with sharp words demanding to be spoken. Instead of surrendering to the tide of emotion, pause and observe. Where does this anger stem from? Does expressing it serve your higher purpose, or is it merely an impulsive reaction you may regret later? This is where the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control comes into play. Focus on what you can control, your reactions, and let go of what you cannot, such as others' actions. By channeling this energy into healthy activities like exercising, meditating, or confiding in a trusted friend, you not only alleviate immediate tension, but also fortify your resilience. One of the most powerful methods for cultivating self-discipline is through voluntary hardship, a practice highly regarded by Stoic philosophers such as Seneca. By intentionally confronting discomfort, you train your mind to face unforeseen challenges with equanimity. This practice is not about creating unnecessary suffering, but rather fostering gratitude and resilience. For instance, choosing to forego a luxury like a lavish meal or an unnecessary item helps you appreciate what you already have. When faced with unexpected adversities such as financial difficulties, work pressures, or personal loss, you will be better prepared, fortified by the awareness that you can endure such inconveniences. At the core of self-reflection is the ability to master one's emotions, a skill that distinguishes Stoics from those who act impulsively. Emotions themselves are not the enemy. It is the uncontrolled reactions to them that create chaos. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This timeless advice encourages us to shift our perspective and reclaim control over our mental state. Imagine a tense meeting where your ideas are rejected. Instead of drowning in disappointment, observe this emotion as if it were a passing cloud. Why does this rejection hurt you? Does it truly reflect your abilities, or is it merely a challenge to your ego? By reframing the situation as an opportunity to refine your ideas or improve your communication, you transform disappointment into a tool for growth. Practical techniques like journaling, mindfulness, and deep breathing can also enhance your emotional management skills. Before reacting to a negative event, ask yourself, what can I control at this moment? This brief pause is often enough to prevent hasty decisions and help you maintain your composure. Self-discipline serves as the framework that supports self-reflection. Without discipline, even the most profound insights about yourself remain meaningless ideas. By committing to small but consistent practices, you lay the foundation for greater transformations. Incorporating daily habits such as waking up early, practicing gratitude, or setting aside time for exercise helps you stay focused on your goals. These habits don't need to be grand gestures. Their power lies in persistence. For instance, spending just 5 minutes meditating each morning can establish a mindfulness routine that carries throughout your day. When you commit to self-observation, you not only achieve self-awareness, but also unlock the ability to shape your destiny. This practice helps you appreciate the present moment, refocus your attention, and face challenges with clarity. Over time, you'll notice a transformation. Decisions that once seemed difficult now feel natural, and your self-esteem is no longer reliant on external validation. Imagine standing at the threshold of 2025, armed with a year of self-reflection and discipline. Conflicts that once threw you off balance now barely affect you. Goals that once seemed distant are now within reach. You embody the Stoic ideal of inner peace, not because life has become easier, but because you have become stronger. To illustrate the transformative power of self-observation, let's revisit an example of anger. You're stuck in traffic and late for an important meeting. Frustration rises, accompanied by a stream of negative thoughts. Instead of letting anger take over, take a moment to observe it. What is the anger telling you? Do you value punctuality? Do you feel a loss of control? Acknowledge these insights without judgment. Then, redirect that energy into constructive action. Perhaps you can use this time to rehearse your presentation or listen to an inspiring podcast. In doing so, you turn a potentially harmful emotion into an opportunity for growth. As we step into 2025, let self-observation become the guiding principle in your life. Every time you pause to observe your emotions, question your impulses, or redirect your energy, you move closer to becoming the person you aspire to be. The Stoic path is not a quick fix, but a lifelong journey of growth, discipline, and wisdom. By mastering yourself, you not only unlock the freedom to reshape your life, but also find the serenity to enjoy it. In 2025, commit to observing yourself not as a critic, but as a compassionate guide. In doing so, you'll discover that the power to change your life doesn't lie in altering the external world, but in mastering the inner one. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you ever applied self-observation in your life? What changed when you learned to control your emotions? Leave a comment below and let's exchange ideas. 3. Find your own life purpose. Who are you? This seems like a simple question. But let's be honest. If someone were to ask you this right now, would you be able to answer without taking a long moment to think? Let me share with you a funny story from the career of the late comedian Mitch Hedberg. During an interview, when asked, "Who are you?" he paused for a moment and then wondered aloud, "Is this person really deep, or did I just walk into the wrong room?" Perhaps this question doesn't need to be as serious as if someone had a gun pointed at your head, but most of us still can't answer it satisfactorily. And why is that? Because we rarely take the time to truly understand who we are, what we stand for, and what truly matters in this life. Instead, we live in an endless whirlwind of societal pressures, external expectations, and vague goals we think will bring us happiness. But, as Stoic philosophy has taught for thousands of years, if we don't understand ourselves and find our true purpose in life, we're merely wasting our time and energy on trivialities. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "A person who doesn't know what the universe is, doesn't know where they are. A person who doesn't know their purpose in life, doesn't know who they are or what the universe is. A person who doesn't know any one of these things, doesn't know why they are here." So what to make of people who seek or avoid the praise of those who have no knowledge of where or who they are? The vast universe doesn't care about our petty ambitions. What matters isn't how much money or fame you have, but what you truly do with your life. Have you ever stopped to think, how much time are you spending reflecting on who you truly are? Or are you too caught up with societal standards of success, the superficial trends on social media, or dreams you've never even questioned if they're truly your own? The philosophy of Seneca, another renowned Stoic thinker, emphasizes, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Time is the most precious asset you have, but are you using it for things that truly matter? Discovering your purpose in life is the only way to avoid getting lost in this world full of temptations and distractions. For Stoic philosophy, the purpose of life is neither distant nor mysterious. It serves as a guiding compass to help you stay on the right path and remain steadfast in the face of the fleeting allure of materialism and fame. Imagine yourself as a ship and your purpose in life as the lighthouse that guides you through dense fog. Without that lighthouse, you could easily lose your way, crash into hidden reefs, or drift aimlessly with no destination. Viktor Frankl, a psychologist and author of the renowned book Man's Search for Meaning, demonstrated the profound power of seeking life's meaning. During his years imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps, he still found reasons to live, reasons rooted in the belief that his life had a purpose. This philosophy became the foundation of his logotherapy approach, which underscores that the will to find meaning in life is the strongest motivating force in human existence. You don't have to go through the harsh circumstances that Viktor Frankl faced to find your own meaning. What's important is understanding that the meaning of life doesn't lie in what you own, but in how you live, how you love, and how you face challenges. We live in a world that constantly imposes standards of success, a dream job, a big house, and thousands of likes on social media. But all of these bring only fleeting joy. If you base your life's purpose on external validation, you will remain a prisoner of society. Stoic philosophy teaches, no one can take away your inner peace unless you allow them to. Stop chasing external things and focus on your core values with honesty, kindness, and courage. When you live true to these values, you will experience genuine self-respect, a deep, enduring feeling that no one can take away. The meaning of life isn't something you sit and figure out. It comes from actions and experiences. You will never know what you're capable of unless you try. You will never understand how much you mean to someone unless you give love. And you will never find inner fulfillment unless you bravely face challenges. Philosopher Epictetus once taught, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This means that life is not about avoiding challenges, but about overcoming them with dignity and courage. So, who are you? What do you stand for? Have you ever truly taken the time to answer these questions? Or are you too busy with trivial matters, missing the opportunity to discover yourself and find your purpose in life? Pause for a moment. Reflect. Dare to face yourself. The year 2025 is not just a new year. It is an opportunity to reinvent yourself as a Stoic, living with a clear sense of purpose, self-respect, and inner peace. Start today, and remember, the miracle of life lies not in the destination, but in the journey to find its meaning. 4. Focus on yourself. In 2025, the world will undoubtedly change at a faster pace than ever before. But amidst this relentless whirlwind, have you ever asked yourself, are you truly living for yourself, or merely chasing what the world expects of you? Amid the noise of fame, societal pressures, and the endless race for material possessions, Stoic philosophy shines as a guiding light, reminding us that true happiness doesn't lie in external things, but in focusing on ourselves and nurturing our inner values. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that we cannot control circumstances, but can only control how we respond to them. This means that all suffering, dissatisfaction, or disappointment stems from placing too much expectation on things beyond our control. Instead, focus on what you can truly control: your thoughts, emotions, and actions. When you understand that peace lies within your hands, life becomes lighter. Imagine this: you face a failure, but instead of feeling sorrow or disappointment, you take a step back, observe the situation with clarity, and ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. That is the power of focusing on yourself in the way of a Stoic. To focus on yourself and build a meaningful life, the Stoics advise us to practice 4 core virtues. First, practical wisdom. Practical wisdom helps you distinguish what truly matters from what is merely superficial. In 2025, you may find yourself swept up in fleeting trends and fads. But the Stoic would ask, does this genuinely help me grow? Focus on decisions that bring lasting value. Second, courage. Courage is not just about confronting fear, but also about staying true to your values despite societal pressures. Imagine turning down a job opportunity simply because it doesn't align with your values, knowing that others might judge you for it. That is the courage of a Stoic. Third, justice. While focusing on yourself, don't forget that fairness is the foundation of a harmonious community. Treating others with kindness and fairness is not only a responsibility, but also a way to affirm your own values. Fourth, temperance and moderation. Learn to control your emotions and actions, especially in an era full of endless temptations. From social media to consumerism, moderation helps you maintain inner peace and avoid being drawn into fleeting pleasures. To truly transform yourself in the way of a Stoic, you don't need grand changes. Just start with small steps. Self-awareness. Each day, spend a few minutes asking yourself, what did I do well today? How did I respond to challenges? Practice silence. Silence is not weakness, it's self-respect. By not reacting to provocations, you not only protect your inner peace, but also earn the respect of others. Journaling thoughts. Marcus Aurelius used to record his daily reflections to maintain clarity. You can do the same to better understand yourself and uphold the Stoic spirit. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, led an entire empire with kindness and wisdom. He was not just a ruler, but also a model of living by Stoic values. During times of plague and war, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Epictetus, born into slavery, rose to become one of the greatest philosophers through the strength of his inner will. This proves that circumstances do not define who you are. It is how you live that truly matters. As we enter 2025, try asking yourself, what am I chasing? What am I in control of? The answers may reveal that, instead of seeking happiness externally, you need to focus inward, cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and tranquility. Remember, transformation is not about becoming someone entirely different, but about evolving into the best version of yourself. Stoic philosophy serves as a guiding light to help you achieve this. What do you think of the Stoic way of life? In 2025, what steps will you take to focus on yourself and renew your life? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Together, we can explore how to build a meaningful and balanced life. Are you ready to reinvent yourself? Don't wait. Start your journey today by leaving a comment. I'm ready below. 5. Understand the dichotomy of control. Have you ever felt exhausted from trying to control everything around you, from work outcomes to other people's thoughts? This is a cycle many people fall into in modern life. However, Stoicism, an ancient yet profoundly practical philosophy, offers a powerful lesson: the dichotomy of control. This is not just a concept, but a foundation for living a peaceful, self-directed, and meaningful life. If you aim to reinvent yourself in 2025, this principle is the most essential and impactful starting point. This principle divides life into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. It's not just a theoretical idea. It's a compass that helps you steer clear of unnecessary anxiety and disappointment. Imagine facing dozens of decisions, emotions, and circumstances every day. If you cannot distinguish between what belongs to you and what belongs to the external world, you will easily find yourself lost and disoriented. Conversely, by applying this principle, you can learn to let go, accept reality, and focus your energy on personal growth and the things within your control. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that true control lies within each individual. Specifically, by concentrating on these aspects, you not only master yourself, but also build a strong inner core, unshaken by life's turbulence. However, no matter how much effort you put in, some things remain beyond your control, such as, the first is your thoughts and feelings. You cannot change the way others see you, but you can change the way you see yourself. Second is reacting to events. Even though the world out there is full of challenges, how you react to it is your choice. Third is personal values and goals. Focus on the things that bring meaning to life, instead of getting caught up in other people's expectations. Accepting this is neither weakness nor resignation. It is liberation. You no longer waste time and energy fighting the unchangeable. The first step to transforming yourself in 2025 is to practice awareness of what you can control. Try these methods. Step 1. Meditate every morning. Spend 5 to 10 minutes reminding yourself of the limits of your control. Question: what is truly within my reach today? Step 2. Set action-based goals. Instead of expecting to achieve a certain job position, focus on perfecting your skills and studying hard, the things you can control. Step 3. Practice acceptance. If a project fails, instead of blaming yourself, ask yourself, did I do my best? Specifically, imagine you had planned a weekend hiking trip with your friends. The itinerary was carefully prepared, from arranging food and drinks to selecting outfits suitable for the weather. You had been looking forward to this day for a long time, as it was a rare occasion for the group to gather after months of busyness. On the morning of the trip, you woke up to heavy rain, and the weather forecast predicted it would last all day. A wave of disappointment swept over you, as visions of clear blue skies, stunning natural landscapes, and laughter on the mountaintop now completely faded away. In that moment, you realized you were faced with a choice: either continue feeling disappointed and let the weekend be ruined, or apply the Stoic principle of the dichotomy of control. You remind yourself that the weather is entirely beyond your control, but how you respond to it is not. Instead of cancelling, you decided to change the plan. The group gathered at home, cooked a meal together, and shared fun stories from previous trips. The weather couldn't make you happy, but your flexible attitude and acceptance allowed you to enjoy the day in a different way. As night fell, you realized that although you didn't get to hike, you had a memorable day, all thanks to focusing on what you could control. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, but also an effective way of living. You can begin your journey of self-renewal by keeping a daily journal or engaging in inner dialogue. When facing challenges, ask yourself, what can I do in this situation? By applying the principle of the dichotomy of control to your life, you'll experience a noticeable transformation in how you approach problems. First, your stress will significantly decrease because you no longer worry or concern yourself with things beyond your control. Second, your confidence will grow as you focus on your actions and efforts, realizing that true power lies in how you manage yourself. Third, life becomes more meaningful as you dedicate your time and energy to what truly matters. For example, at work, you cannot change how your boss evaluates you, but you can fully control your attitude, professionalism, and effort. This brings a sense of peace in the face of any challenge. Reinventing yourself as a Stoic does not require an overnight overhaul of your entire life. It is a journey, a series of small steps, starting with understanding the scope of your control. Focus on changing yourself instead of trying to change the world. So, we've come to the end of our journey exploring how to recreate yourself like a Stoic in 2025. From mastering emotional control and building unshakable self-esteem to practicing the empowering art of silence, all of it is aimed at helping you become the best version of yourself. Stoicism isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a guidebook to help you stand firm against the challenges of 2025. This is your chance to not only take charge of your life, but also to inspire those around you. Now it's your turn. What part of Stoic philosophy resonates with you the most? Which principles will you apply to recreate yourself in the coming year? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're excited to hear your story. Don't forget to like and share this video with anyone who might need guidance on their journey of self-improvement. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more inspiring content coming your way. Also, let us know what topics you'd like us to cover in the future. Wishing you a 2025 filled with inner strength, peace, and success. Always remember, you have the power to take control of your life, just like a true Stoic.